Hallelujah! We're back with some more Fire Force heat. And you know, this was a calm few episodes, so in turn, this is a calm little vid. You know, some slight. Now, I know y'all ready for this banger. So grab your golden Oreos and pink lemonade. Them shits fire. Now on with the heat. So after Sho experienced an Adola link with his big bro Shinra, he felt the warmth that he never felt before and decides he's going to go see his big brother again. So Sho starts to head out, and as he does, he ends up running into everyone all of a sudden. Which Arrow informs him that the last mass before the Great Cataclysm is upon them and asks where is he going. Which he now understands why there are so many people around. So she asks Sho if something's wrong, which had him questioning his decision until he locked in. So he draws his sword on Arrow's back, demanding her to lead him outside or else he'll kill her. But as her duty as a guardian, she'll never betray her captain and will protect him no matter what. So Sho's like, what if I told you that was no longer necessary, because he knows Arrow is just like him, as they both act on duty and don't know what to do outside of that. But Arrow lets him know that fulfilling her duty is an act of her own free will as she lives to protect him. So they both head out, but Sho's trying to get her off his back, but she's sliding with bro no matter what. Hey, you gotta respect it, she a real one. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, an earthquake occurs and the 8th are having an emergency meeting discussing the state their squad's in after the Empire and the White Clad join forces. Which Obi then lets them know that the Great Cataclysm will be starting soon, and the baddie Hibana shows up, and as she sees Aris, she asks her if she noticed anything unusual with her health. Which Aris like, nah, nothing in particular, and asks Hibana why is she here. Which Hibana's like to give them her reports on the Great Cataclysm and spontaneous combustion. And Obi's hyped as he states that Hibana's the 8th's first collaborator, joining them with circumstances being what they are. So Hibana's like, she's not assisting the 8th, but it's not as if she hates everyone in the 8th. Which she starts blushing, she's in hard as hell as she stares at Shinra cause she's referring to him. But Aris started getting message stating who she thinks Hibana would be better suited with, and that Shinra should be with someone like Tamaki. But Tamaki's grossed out and Shinra wants Iris. Which led Tamaki and Shinra to go back and forth in a heated argument. But suddenly Scott pops up from underneath the ground. And Shinra asks Scott what is he doing here, which Scott started going off topic talking about his journey to Tokyo and the struggles he had to overcome to get there. But Shinra needed bro to lock in and asked him again what did he come to Tokyo to do. Which Scott let Shinra know to inform him about the Lady in Black last words and what's going to happen in the Great Cataclysm. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, the Pillars and the Guardians gather, with Faerie being the only outlier as he's the only one without a guardian moving solo dolo. And with that, the mass was about to commence. Meanwhile, Scott feels the gang in on the Lady in Black words and starts to discuss the situation. But Obi's like, the situation isn't good, but don't be depressed as it's not all bad news. Which Shinra asks Obi where did he go this morning. Which Obi lets him know that he went to meet a few people to recruit to their side and aid them in stopping the Great Cataclysm, as Squad 4 will be allied with them along with Captain Honda working as a private individual. And Scott suddenly lets the gang know that he felt a weird energy flow through the ground on his way to Tokyo, which he felt again just now. And as he followed it before, he ended up at the room with pillars in it and talked about what he saw in there. Which Hibana chimed in stating that he was in the documents room and wonders if the weird energy he feels in the freaking mysterious earthquakes as of late are both caused by Sister Sumire. Which Scott's like, they're causing earthquakes with the intent of getting something started. Now panning on the other side of things, Sumire starts another earthquake causing a giant pillar to appear from the sea. And with the pillar now emerged, Hibana lets the gang know that there were 7 more pillars down in the basement which will likely appear. And once they're all out, the earth will be engulfed in flames as the Great Cataclysm has begun. And panning on the other side of things, as the White Clad are going on standby until the next phase, Faerie left to take care of things solo dolo. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Shinra wants to get active on the field, but they have to stay low due to being wanted criminals. Until a Kaiju Infernal appeared walking on the sea, and Shinra's like, you see, if a real nigga like me don't pull up on the scene, they're cooked, as I can make it there before it hits shore. No one but me can fight that thing while it's at sea. So Obi gave bro the green to get active. And as Shinra heads out, Squad 2 steps on the scene and immediately got in position preparing to take out the Kaiju, with Kurono and his boss Oguro stepping on the scene as well. But Kurono don't want to get active as he don't like fighting the strong. But unfortunately for him, he don't have a choice, because if the Kaiju reaches the shore, then all the weaklings he like to bully will die first. And as they were chatting, Squad 2 started firing at the Kaiju. Meanwhile, Shinra is on his way with Scop accompanying him, which Scop tells Shinra to stop them from attacking because it will cause unimaginable destruction to Tokyo. So as Squad 2 was done firing, the Kaiju was left unscathed as that had no effect. So the Kaiju clapped back, rendering the gang's weapons unusable from damaging their computers, and injured 80% of their crew. But that boy Juggernaut pulled up ready to make a name for himself. He done being the one getting saved. It's time to level up.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo! I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So he tried to boom the Kaiju, but Shinra pulled up intercepting his attack, telling bro to chill. So Shinra got boomed instead and is now sinking into the sea. So Scop lets bro know that he can't fire at the pillar as Shinra was protecting it. And with him being unable to save Shinra due to his heavy equipment, Kurono pulls up for the save. But then he was attacked by the Kaiju and was debating on leaving Shinra behind to save his own ass. But the boss like, if he abandoned bro, then that's coming out his check. But Kurono is not trying to hear it. Meanwhile, Juggernaut tries to boom both the Kaiju and the pillar, but Scop's like, if you destroy the pillar, the magma underneath would erupt and destroy Tokyo. So Juggernaut manages to find a way to attack the Kaiju without hitting the pillar, allowing Kurono to make his escape, successfully rescuing Shinra. And so the boss told Kurono things are just getting started as he told bro to slide. And with that, Ogoro tried to take Shinra into custody, which Honda confronts bro, but seems like neither of them niggas are getting Shinra as Faerie pulls up tough as hell and manipulated the space around them, causing the gang to fall towards the sky. Now I ain't gonna hold you, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that off Faerie's debut, he might be the toughest pillar amongst the White Clad. He a lone wolf for real. But yeah, Kurono was about to let the boss get packed up because that'll be one less strong superior he has to deal with. But his boss is a D1 blackmailer, letting Kurono know that he's filed with insurance, so if anything happens to him on the job, then Kurono will bear responsibility for work-related injury. So Kurono goes for the save, and Ogoro tells Kurono to retrieve Shinra. Meanwhile, the Kaiju is still taking every attack fired at it and charges up another attack of its own and spit fire at the civilians and Squad 2. So Captain Pan of Squad 4 pulls up, checking on the civilians caught up in the attack and confirmed that no one was dead nor injured. Now Ogen and Karin of Squad 4 is fired up. Meanwhile, Ogoro had a change of plans and tells Kurono to take down the Kaiju, which Squad 4 plans to do so as well. So Juggernaut's still firing at the Kaiju as Pan and Karin buffs Ogen as he charges in, with Pan giving him an offensive buff and Karin giving him a shield. So Juggernaut tells Ogen to concentrate damage on his left shoulder. And with that, Ogen took out the Kaiju's left arm with one punch. Meanwhile, Kurono gets on the Kaiju and spotted the damage caused by the second's cannon fire and exploited it by attacking the Kaiju from the inside out, successfully taking down the Kaiju. But damn, little did they know that was all a part of the White Clad setup, as the ritual can't continue unless the Kaiju is defeated. Meanwhile, Sho's in the back ready to slide for his big bro. Now I'm not gonna hold you, I gotta extend this video for another minute so I can reach the 8-minute mark. You feel me? But don't worry, I won't be talking nonsense, as I'm gonna use this time to fill you in on the upcoming videos I have planned. So I'll be covering the most recent episode of One Piece along with the 2 episodes before it, cause you already know I gotta cover Peak Fiction, Solo Leveling, cause a ton of y'all were requesting me to finish it, which I already had planned on doing so, but seems like I can't hold off on it any longer, which I'll be covering episode 9 all the way to the conclusion of season 2 being episode 13. So expect a longer banger. And if y'all want some Naruto, hey, I can cook up Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance, one of the coldest reverse jumpings in anime. But mind you, this isn't in any particular order, as I always prioritize One Piece, Fire Force, and any new anime that I find interesting over an anime or the season of an anime that has already concluded. Now by my calculations, we just hit the 8-minute mark. You feel me? So thank you for your time. You a real one. And yeah, that was Fire Force season 3 episodes 10 and 11 in all its greatness. You already know these episodes are absolutely pure heat. A solid 10 out of 10 for me, cause Fire Force never miss. Now with that being said, if you made it this far, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We moving. Also, I'm taking recommendations, bro, so hit the comments. And more heat on the way.